Yeah, perfect. So I was saying, I was our last class together. Did you guys like it? Have you had the chance to review the course syllabus? Do you have any questions? Any questions, please? Unmute yourself, communicate with me via the chat. Sorry, I have two screens so I can easily see all the chats on my second screen, please. Um, and also you can interrupt me by muting yourself if you have any question at all. So, Evo question, thank you. I believe everybody has gone through the syllabus and understand how is it all that is expected to be successful in this course. Um, so I want to highlight a few more things before we start today. So, which is the first thing, your announcement. The announcement page is very, very important because this is where I'm going to post all communication about the course. So, there's a new update. Oh, you need to get your textbook. Where do you get your textbook? How? How can you access your textbook? So, this is where I'm going to use to communicate all information for this course. So check this regularly. Yesterday, I posted what is expected for the first week. So you'll have what are we going to learn in today's class. Um, of course, we had to review the syllabus. Ensure you've gone through your syllabus. We will review, I think, just one infographic, which talks about the evolution of programming language. We'll deep dive into that in some minutes. So, the most important thing for this week, if I go to my calendar, I have it for the week 13th and 15th of January. The most important thing are your first week assignments. And these are your lesson one assignments. For lesson one assignment, you have a very short quiz. I think it's about 8 questions, which covers, we want to see your understanding about the syllabus. And also, like I said, some information on the infographic we will discuss later today. Most importantly, you'll have your first assignment as well, which is you have to choose one pet talk. Um, think in line with technology. So something related to technology. Just pick something of your choice. Um, and look at the video, answer all these questions. So you have to upload your response in video. So this is very important. You have to upload your own response to that specific TED talk you chose, and you have to reply one of your other colleague. Do you understand me? So it's a two-way thing. You're doing two things in this assignment. One, you have to upload your own response. And secondly, you have to reply to at least one of your peers' videos. So this is a video. I'm not expecting, I got some message. You're not to do PowerPoint. You're to just talk to your video. I want to see you on video. I want to see your face, do some introduction. Let's know which talk you've chosen to discuss today. So little introduction about yourself, what you hope to learn in this course. Like we did last week, one interesting fact about yourself and the TED Talk you've chosen. What is the title? What is the name of the speaker? So you have all the guidelines here. So, like I said, it's a two-way thing. First, you upload yours and you have to respond to one other person, at least one other person's video. So, that being said, that's what we have on the announcement today. Also, please, I make use of the calendar on Canvas a lot. Why? Because I know when my deadlines are due, so I am not missing any of the deadlines. So on Monday, which is the 19th of January, we will be meeting on the 20th. So I know we'll be meeting on the 15th, but I want to note this. You are to do your first check-in. What is the check-in? What is the purpose of the check-in? I've been saying it. The purpose of the check-in is to ensure your grades are accurate, you have any question, any concerns about this course. So if you have any question, any concern, you can always write that in your on when you're answering your check-in or submitting your check-in for any of the weeks. It's a bi-weekly thing, so you have every 2 weeks to report anything. However, we have the virtual office hour where we'll discuss more if you have any questions, on any of the topics we will be discussing in class. So that being said, I think we can go back to our syllabus, which is like this week, we just have to understand, we have to review. I have to be sure you understand what are the requirements to pass this course. So I want to emphasize your textbook. I actually make the announcement as well. It is very, very important, please, guys. You cannot, you can't do this course without the Zybox. Most of your assessment are on the Zybox. If I go to the Zybox, can you see my screen, please? I didn't. Oh, thank you. So if I go to the Zybox, you can see this is where you have most of your assignments, participation, challenge activities, and even your Zylabs. So you cannot, you cannot do this course without your Zybox. And if I go to my class to be sure, I just have 6 students that have subscribed until today. Please subscribe to your Zybox. If you have any issue, let me know. Reach out to me, communicate with me. I'm more than happy. I'm here to support. I'm here to assist you to excel in this course. So you have until the end of this week to subscribe to your Zybox. It is very important because starting from next week, you have to submit your Zybox assessments for the lesson 2. So you have until the end of this week to subscribe to your Zybox. It is very important. And I will repeat it. I'll mention this again. Please don't go to zybox.com to subscribe. Do not go to zybox.com to subscribe to this textbook. Go via your Canvas. So I'm expecting you to come to your Canvas page and click on the assignments, for instance, and just click on one of the participation activity 2, for instance, lesson 2. So you click on this and you click on this and it takes you directly to Zybox. It takes you directly to Zybox connected to your assignment. If you go directly to Zybox, you will not be connected to this specific course. Do you understand me? Please, if you have any question, let me know. It is very, very important. This is one of the most important things you have to understand in this course. So you have to go to the specific course. And that is via your Canvas. So you go through your assignments, and because I'm subscribed, I can go directly to the course. If you have not subscribed to this textbook, it takes you to a page where you have to subscribe, and you're subscribing directly to this specific course. Please, please don't go to zybox.com to subscribe directly. Subscribe via your Canvas, your course Canvas page. I am emphasizing this because it is very, very important. So once you click on a specific assignment, so you come on the assignments, we're in lesson 2, for instance, I'm saying lesson 2, and you want to do the participation activities, you click on this, it takes you directly to the participation activity for lesson 2. So you can see this is lesson 2 participation activities. So it takes you directly to the specific assignments. And how do you know? How do you know when you're done with the assignment? How do you know? Please, you can unmute yourself. If you've gone through the syllabus, I think is one of the things I've posted on the course syllabus. How do you know when you've completed assignments?
Uh, it tells you I think, right? Like there will be a percentage at the bottom.
Yes. And also here you will see the color changing. This tab will change to orange. Thank you very much, Han. This tab will change to orange. It means you've completed that specific exercise or activity. Um, Other thing I need to emphasize for this class is you can you can you can take the assignment on limited time until the due date. So, for instance, lesson two is due for the participation two. Sorry, I'm on the wrong course. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why? How? How did I get here? So, this is our course. So I've been on that course for a very long time. So we have participation two, and we right click. I want to open it in a new tab, and I go to the activity itself. So it takes me to the Canvas page. From the Canvas page, it takes me directly to the Zybox. And on the Zybox, taking a while to load. Why? Okay, so I have it. 2.1, Lesson 2, Participation Activity. It is due on January 30th. So you can do this. Maybe you finish, and at the bottom you have your grade. You're not comfortable with what you have. You want to try more. You can try unlimited time until the 30th of January, and Zybox keeps the highest grade. So the highest grade is submitted, is reported back to your Canvas. This is an auto-graded test box. So that's why you have to go directly from the Canvas page and not directly on Zybox. So you have to go from your assignment page, each assignment page on Zybox. Please, I want to emphasize another thing. If you're doing participation activity here and you're done with it and we're like, oh, good, I can just start my challenge activity. Please, you have to go back to Canvas and click on challenge activity too. You know why you have to do that? Because if you go directly on Zybox and I'm done with participation activity and I'm just moving to challenge activity, it will not report your grades to Canvas. It will not report your grades to Canvas. So you have to go directly to the specific assignment via your Canvas page. Please, do we understand? Thank you very much. So that being said, it is very, very important. I will keep emphasizing that in class because we have to, if you have to go to Zybox and do your assignment, then I have to manually report your grades on Canvas. It will be a lot of work for me, please. So please just go directly from each assignment and submit your assignment via that assignment link on Canvas. So that being said, like I said last week, your IDE is very, very important. Where are we going to write the codes? We need a programming environment to write the code. So for this class, we will be using IntelliJ, but I am not restricting you to a specific IDEs. You can use anyone, but for the class demonstration, we will be using IntelliJ. Before the end of this week, I should post a video to guide you on how to set up the IDE's environment. If you have not, however, we have the links here. If you click on the links, it takes you directly to the different IDEs and how you can set it up. Your grading, we discussed this last week, is very important. This is, Zybox is taking about more than half, more than 50% of your total grade. So it is very, very important for you to be successful in this course. You need your Zybox, please. I discussed this last week. Your exam one covers from lesson 2 to lesson 4, and the exam 2 is from lesson 5 to lesson 8, or let's say lesson 7, but lesson 8. I need to update this page. It's an online course. So we'll meet virtually on Zoom. So your internet is very, very important. I like to see your chat. I like to see your view on videos and to see you responding and through your body language and the like. So, student conduct. Of course, you don't want to be disrespectful to your colleagues or your instructors. So, please, I expect you to be thoughtful, interact in class. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to bring it out. If it's something personal, you can reach me on Canvas inbox directly. Um, yes, I need to emphasize the exam. We didn't discuss this last week, and it's very, very important to emphasize the textbook, the exam. So this for this course, the exam will be through, it's an online course, so we'll be using the analog um online exam. I think for the two exams, that's about 9.95. That's the cost. But per exam is about $4.45. So if you've not taken an exam using this method, please read more on it. However, I will be providing some information as we get, as we get closer to the exam dates. So that's not a problem at all. So if you need testing accommodation, please reach out to the OAS office and you can, there's a link here to guide you and support you on this. I think that's it. That's it. That's what we have to, I need to highlight today. Let me know if you have any question before we go to the topic for today. Any question, please? No question? Okay, thank you. So let's go to the question. So why study programming language? Please, you can unmute yourself. Why do we study programming language? Why do we learn how to code? You can unmute yourself, please. I want to see your reasons.
To make apps or games or stuff like that.
Interesting. Good, good. That's one of the reasons. Any other question? Why do we
Uh,
learn?
to essentially tell the computer what to do.
Giving instructions to the computer. Perfect. That's good. Any other any other reasons why we learn programming language? Okay. Thank you. So I want you to take a note. Pick your pen if you want to use the notes. You can write on your iPads or on your laptop. And I want you to think about those questions. What is programming itself? What skills could I gain from learning how to program? What skills? Do you think everyone should learn the basics of programming? Why and why not? Do you think it's important for everyone to do that? So I want us to watch this video, and after this video, we will discuss what you think. But pending that, I want you to please keep thinking about the question and let me know if you have any question, any problem with the sound. Right. Sound working? Is the sound working, please? Thumbs up if the sound is working.
I didn't hear
Yeah. You didn't hear?
it. Mm-mm.
Hmm. Interesting. Why? It's working for some people. Let's say again. Let me know if you have any problem with the sound. So, I think that's it about that video. Um, can you see my screen? Can you hear me? Thank you. So I want us to go through, I'm going to create a discussion, breaking rooms, and I want us to discuss with our peers about the video. Let's answer those questions. What are your perspective towards programming? Why do you want to learn the skills? Do you think everybody should learn the basis? So I think we're about 16. So I'm gonna create about five. So we have three people in each rooms, and let's okay. So we have 10 minutes. Go to your different rooms, and we'll come back to the main group to discuss further. So answer those questions. Thank you and welcome back. Waiting for some fill papers. Okay, welcome back. So, I want to hear your discussion with your peers. Please unmute yourself. What is programming? How do you define programming? Do you learn something new from your colleagues? Please, you can unmute yourself, use the chat.
Our group kind of talks about how like coding is kind of like the language of the computer. And we also said like everyone should at least learn the basics or at least like a little bit 'cause
Mhm.
nowadays it's so valuable and it's so ingrained in everything that we do from business to healthcare to even like human resources. Like it's really just in every profession.
Thank you very much, Anthony. That was a good one. Any other opinion? I believe you guys discussed in the group. Oh God, I want this class to be as interactive as possible. No, don't have. You can use the chat. I want feedbacks. What did you learn from your peers? What did you discuss? What is programming? What is coding? What skills could I gain by learning how to program? Okay,
You can also gain problem solving skills
I was just about to
because
say that.
well, the whole point of programming is to solve problems by going through multiple steps in code, step by step until you solve the problem.
great, great. And that's the purpose of this course. It's not just to learn Java. We're using Java language, but it's not just to learn Java. It's actually to learn how to solve problems, how to break down problems into code instructions and provide a solution. So if you have the skills of problem solving, it means you can actually write any other language that is not even Java, C Sharp, C++, Python. So that's the purpose of this class. And that's why we're learning coding to be able to solve problems, real world problems. Oh, I need a specific information. I need to know the number of inventories. Oh, we can write a code to know if this item is found, do this. If not, do this. It's solving a specific problem. So we have like a kind of step-by-step rules, instructions we give to the computer. If this happens, do this. If not, make this decision. You can have multiple decisions at the same time you want the computer to make, just in one instruction. If this is not happening, this should happen. If this is not happening, the other should happen. So with that skills, you can even, real world scenario, you can it's enhance your critical thinking. How do you solve problems around you? So I think it's very important for everyone to learn the basics, and that's why we are in this class, because this class is actually to learn the basis of programming, the basis of solving problems, how to break problems into smaller instructions for the computer to understand. Any question, please? Okay, thank you. Um, so I think so. We have another discussion here, and it's also a video, and this is talking about the evolving nature of technology. It's solving new problems. Problems are coming up, and there are different technologies solving specific problems. So technology is evolving. Technology is rapidly. It's not just now we have the nanotechnology, we have the quantum technology, different technology. It shows the evolving nature of technology. So I want us to um watch this next video. However, and I want us to discuss this question after we watched this video. So it's also a very short video. Please, I hope the sound works perfect. Let me know. Perfect. And then Interesting. Um, so we're gonna have the second breakout rooms to discuss these questions. How has technology from the video? Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you. So, how has technology and computer programming changed our lives and day-to-day activities? In what way do you think programming will shape the future and the society? You could say, with the advance of AI, a lot is happening around us. How do you think programming skills can impact your personal and career goals? Other key concept or ideas you want to discuss in your group. So, this is also a 10 minutes group exercise, and the purpose of it is to, so do you want us to keep the same group? Do you want us to keep the same group? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna open the rooms. Thank you. So answer those questions, discuss with your peers. What do you think? Thank you and welcome back. So I hope you guys had a wonderful discussion in your various rooms. So, how has it changed our lives? How has technology changed our lives? That's fine. So, how has technology changed our lives? Anybody willing to? Anybody willing to unmute and give us some insight on how technology has revolved around and changed our day-to-day activities? The video from your group discussion, please. You can use the chat. I want this class to be as interactive as possible. Can you hear me? I speaking to myself. So from the video, we observe different changes in terms of agriculture, in fashion, in entertainment, you know, in art, in medicine, in health system. So technology, even in education, now we are having online calls. Because of technology, we can have the Zoom call, we can have our Canvas sites, we can be teaching online. So you can see there's changed a lot of things around us, how we do things. Before now, we go to the classroom, we have the pen paper thing, and now we're on Zoom. And that is not changing the quality of the education. It's not changing the quality of the education. So, like I said, technology has really changed, has revolved, and it is influencing everything in our day-to-day activities as we go on. So, my next slide. So why do we learn programming language? This is just like a wrap up of what we've been discussing. And it's like we said, languages are re-evolving with technology. We'll see that in our next slides. The heart of problem solving. So computing is bringing a lot when it comes to solving problems around us. And understanding history help us to understand today's tools because it was built on Python. With that, we can do this, we can do that. Oh, it was built on Fortran, and now with C++, this application is doing super well. We will go through that in our next slides. We take us to the infographic I was talking about, the evolution of programming language. So if we go to the course canvas, so if we go to the lesson 1 orientation, we have this information. And this is telling us how programming has evolved over time from different languages. So I want to ask a question, and I will be happy someone please respond to my question. Before today, how many of you think programming language was invented recently? You think, oh, we just started in the 20s. How many of you think? I think nobody. Please, you can use your reaction. Let me know. How many of you think so? How many of you think, oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I know someone, I know you guys are with me. I'm not just talking to myself. So programming language has been evolving for over 70 years. 70 years. Each language was created to solve a specific problem. As at that time, we just discussed like computing programming is all about solving a problem. So each language was created to solve a specific problem. So if we see from 1957, from what we have here, you can see Fortran, COBOL was actually used for military purpose, for the government. And there comes Pascal, which was teaching tools to teach programming, to teach how to compute, how to write codes. And in 1983, we can see the birth of C++. C++, I think that was the first object-oriented programming language. That was the first object-oriented programming language. I think so, but I will confirm that. So now we have Python, we have C, we have Java, which we'll be using for this class. One thing I want you to understand is that none of this program has replaced each other. They are coexisting. So once you understand one programming language, you can write other programming language. Of course, the syntax might be different, but the structure is the same thing. So once you understand how to write Java, I'm sure you can do it with C#, the word object-oriented programming, C++, you can do with C#, you can write C, Python, the syntax might be different. However, the structure is the same thing. So, please go through this infographic because you'll have to answer your quiz question. And I think some of the questions will be coming from the infographic, like we discussed earlier. So I think I've just explained these. I'll just move to the next slides. So what are the key trends that I observed from the infographics? You can see there was a shift from the procedural language to now object-oriented programming language. Now the new programming language are emphasizing portability, scalability, not requiring a lot of space. You don't need a lot of space to write Java, for instance. On your laptop, you write your code, you run your software. So that's one of the key trends. And also the growing demand for human readable language, something you can understand, something we can see and relate with. The structure, the syntax have been human readable to some extent. So I have a question here, but I'm checking our time. We're running out of time. I have a few more slides to cover. What language surprised you? So I want you two guys to to think about that, and we will discuss in our next class before we start the meeting. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for joining back, Lake. So, if we go to the Canvas side as well, we have an article on the TAHLB index. Do anybody know about TAHLB index? Please raise up your hand, unmute yourself. Anybody know about the TAHLB index? Any information about the TAHLB index? Have you come across it? Do you know what it does? So this is more like a community kind of report. I'll put it that way. So it's a community indicator of the most popular programming language. I'm not saying the best. In terms of popularity, the most popular programming language. And we can see for the month. So this is actually a monthly index. So every month. And this is more from the community, what programming language are people saying, are people using, and we can see, I don't know, for January it just changed. December it was C, and now we have December it was C++, and now we have Python as the most popular programming language. You can see Java, C, and C++, and C#. So we have the first 5 popular programming language among the programmers community. So what is it? That's just the purpose. It's not the best language here. Is how popular this language. That's the purpose of the TAHLB. And there's a lot of I don't know what I say. It's not a misunderstanding, but there's a lot of perspectives to the way the index has been calculated. So if you go online, if you're interested, you can learn more to see what are people saying on the TOWIE index. So, like I said, it's a monthly indicator of the language popularity, not in terms of the functionality or the best. Okay. So it's based on the search volumes and developers' activities. So a lot of people are searching, developers are using the specific language to create and develop their products or softwares. And it's just reflecting the community trends in terms of usage of so please go through it because you have some questions on your quiz that will be coming from that article. So I want you to please go through it for the January 2026 report. So the last thing I have on my slide is actually the week 1 assignment, which I have discussed. I have discussed when we started this class. So you go to your module because we have it lesson by lesson. So the lesson 1 assignments, like I said, you have your quiz, lesson 1 quiz, which is taking 8 points. So please review the lesson 1 orientation. Please review it. You have the article, you have the infograph, and you have the course syllabus to review, to answer or to submit your quiz, your Canvas quiz for lesson 1. Your participation activity 1 is basically your introduction. We want to know you in the video, your program. We have all majors in this course. So, oh, I can see it. People are submitting already. That's good. So, your name, your major, your classification, what you hope to learn in this course. One very interesting thing about you. And you had to choose just one TED Talk. And this should be from technology, something interesting, maybe social media. It could be from game, something that has to do with technology. So I want to see the title. I want to see the name of the speaker, and also the main point. What was the topic, the discussion, the talk? What was it about? And describe what do you think about it? Is it inspiring? Is it interesting? Or is it confusing? What? And what do you think? What was the most compelling argument from the talk? So I also want you to provide the link, the URL link to your specific chosen TED Talk, because I want to be able to go and watch and see what you've chosen, have you answered the right questions in the right way, and things like that. Thank you very much. I think that will be all for today, this specific class. You have any question? Any question, please? Any question? If no question, then see you on Thursday. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.